Back, Captain. Senator Dodonna's already called to rave about how you just saved her life. Meaning the whole Republic's backing you when you finally take down Rogan. Not bad for somebody from the wrong side of the hyperlane.
When did you two decide that I want to start hunting down the most brutal gangster in the entire galaxy?
Unless you like being ambushed in every spaceport, I don't think the Butcher's given you much choice. You're definitely off to a good start. He's lost a lot of influence since you cut him off from the huts. Let me get the Senator on the link. She's going to want to hear what I found.
What is it? And talk quickly. I got pulled out of a vote for this.
Creatures Rogan sent at you seem to be cybernetically modified versions of native Vossian wildlife.
Voss?
As far as I know, no native animal has ever been legally exported off Voss.
How does this get me closer to feeding Rogan his own eyeballs?
We don't have direct access to Rogan, but maybe his suppliers on Voss do.
Voss is a strange place, newly discovered, very isolationist. I'll pull some strings and get you a landing permit.
It's time to track down who's been playing zookeeper for Rogan.
Voss is a strange place, newly discovered, very isolationist. I'll pull some strings and get you a landing permit, but it'll take a while.
We shouldn't wait. Rogan's finally vulnerable, and the Captain's gained quite a reputation recently. If anyone's going to step into Rogan's shoes, Captain, this is the time, and yours are the lovely feet.
I wouldn't turn down a chance to rule the galactic underworld with an iron fist.
Unfortunately, the only one who knew all of Rogan's secrets was his mentor, Ivory. And he disappeared years ago.
That's not entirely true. Rogan's predecessor was arrested by the Republic. To my knowledge, he's still incarcerated in a top-secret facility on Belsavis. This is highly restricted knowledge. Even within the Senate, not everyone knows of Belsavis. You must not repeat any part of this.
If this Ivory's been locked up long enough, we should be able to buy his cooperation with a few rolls of spice and some shaving cream.
It may take months to get the permits for Voss. Belsavis will be easier.
Ivory and Rogan were like father and son. If you can find him, you'll know Rogan's hideouts, stashes, things we'd never find ourselves.
This is a man who used to sell children to the huts for gladiatorial games. The Republic will insist on tight restrictions for dealing with him. But it's worth it. If you're going to war with Rogan, Belsavis will be your first battleground. I'll get the permits in order.
Rogan has no idea who's coming after him.
Captain, I hope you took precautions not to be followed. I must remind you the very existence of our prison on Belsavis is top secret. Before you go further, you must swear to reveal nothing.
You're the one Rogan attacked. You want me to do this or not?
They warned me about working with independents. A few days ago, our prison here was breached. An Imperial airstrike, apparently coordinated with a massive prison break within. The planet is in chaos. Shock troops are arriving daily to contain it.
How did the Imperials find it?
We don't know. Help the Republic if you can, but getting Rogan's location from Ivory must remain your first priority. I can only authorize you to offer him certain deals. We cannot mitigate Ivory's sentence. If he cooperates, he can have 3 hours a day in the exercise yards. No company, no sharp objects. A bath once a week, private except for guard droids. If his information leads to Rogan the Butcher's arrest, he gets a single monitored holocall of his choosing.
I wasn't planning on offering gifts.
Rogan the Butcher was Ivory's protege. If Ivory doesn't give him up, you have permission to be coercive. I've made arrangements with Marshal Cavarat at the Republic base. She'll be able to help you with anything you need.
wasting my time. We're in a crisis. There are over 10,000 prisoners running loose. Most of the wardens are dead. Senator Dodonna is seriously overstepping herself if she thinks I'm gonna drop that to help you offer some madman an extra bedtime story.
I guess you feel strongly about this.
Whatever your guy did to land on Belsavis is reason enough to lock him up and wipe the key code. Prisoner number 91403, cell block 923A. This code will get you in his cell. Beyond that, I'm not interested.
You wouldn't talk this way to Senator Dodonna.
You bet I would. You think she's gonna step up and do this job? The cells you're looking for were damaged in the strike. We're spread too thin to retake everything, so we threw that lot to the mob. Some prison gang took over, shut down all access.
So you picked a cell block holding one of the most brutal gangsters in history?
It's Belsavis. That's just the baseline. Look, you want to figure out which gang claims what and how hard they'll fight you for it? You gotta ask someone on the inside, same as us. Talk to Amikab. He's our best snitch. We've got him set up in the minimum security yard. Now I've got real work to do.
I need to find a way into cell block 923A. A way into cell block 923A.
Chochimwampa la agua chikuska, pasa topiska. Pachipakulia grancha. Chibok mo utangisa. Choboba if kaftu anjala.
Talk, or I blow your brains all over this yard.
Ozoko masun. Bonapakisa. Tikaya strakrula wonska. Kawabonana. Tubatulia musta. O grande tempo tumukitonka.
You talking about on or off site?
Apiska kukapa miwata. Potenya noche topota. Ano ponga wa unikupa. Tomti tok makitogi.
Saw that the door was opened. Your man Ivory, is he there? You reach him in time?
What happened to I've got real work?
I've got alerts in every ward. There's a new breakout, supermax cells across the planet. Places that weren't touched by the strike. Turns out everyone was part of Ivory's syndicate. He's gathering his people, Captain. And the worst part is, they're not going for the surface. They're heading further in, to the heart of Belsavis.
Don't start acting like we're partners until you apologize for the attitude.
Look, I know there's secrets down in those vaults way above my clearance. Secrets important enough for the Republic to spend billions to hide, and dangerous enough that they keep us marshals up here and send Spec Force to the vaults. And Ivory is the last man who should get his hands on whatever they're protecting.
If you'd helped me before, I might have reached him before he managed this.
You're right, but don't ask me to say it again. We need each other, Captain. Now, I can't start chasing Ivory into I don't even know what kind of dangers, but I think you will, and I want to help you. Search Ivory's cell for any clues where he might have gone, and call me if you find anything.
Think someone would really Why can't things be easy? Just once.
Hang tight. I'm trying to get a fix on your location. I'm just gonna zoom in. Look how smooth that stone is. That's not new work. Ivory could have been loose in the wards for years.
So, prison management maybe isn't the Republic's strong suit?
Locking our worst offenders together in a place we don't even understand? Only a bunch of senators sitting safe on Coruscant could have thought that up. I do have good news. We've still got one of Ivory's collaborators in custody. Number 91406, female Ratataki. Name, Shraja. She's part of a classified prisoner rehabilitation program not far from here. I suggest you find out what she knows before Ivory makes her disappear. Call me.